Hello and welcome to a library information tutorial. Today's tutorial is going to go over the second part of the APA Style Central, which is the research aspect. So I showed you a little bit in Write that there was a tab for research, but there's also a tab at the top of the screen for research. So in Research Center, you have the ability to look at the tutorials. You have a number of different dictionaries that you can use, as well as reference books to begin your research process. So this would be the exploratory aspect of research. You also can look at different tools here with Develop My Research Idea. So it will help you define and update your idea to be more specific. You can also have manage your references. So within APA, you can keep track of references that you use across all of your papers within your My Reference section. That would be right here in your filing cabinet. So I have a number of different references that I've pulled in from various projects I've helped people with, and it's going to load them for me here. And then I can utilize them in my various papers. So I'm going to show you how to add references to this particular place, as well as add them to your specific paper. And then I'm going to show you how to add them within the body content of your paper. So here is Add References. So you can do some searching right here within APA Style Central. It uses PsycInfo, which is a database that we have. That is a citation site. It's not going to have abstracts, and it's not going to have the full body of any particular paper. But it is a good place to get started to see what sort of literature is available to you. However, the ones that I use the most are Import or Create. So Create actually offers you a list of all the various ways that you can cite a different type of document. So book reviews, tests and measures, class notes, PowerPoints, all sorts of different things that you can do and cite within a particular paper. The import function, however, is so much fun. So if you are in one of our other databases, so in this particular tab, I'm going to open our Psych database because it is APA, so Psych articles, and we're looking up things about foster care in America. That's all we have so far. So I would highly recommend that you use the topic narrower, but for now we're going to open Psych articles, and I apologize, the internet's a little slow at the moment. So this is Psych articles, and Psych articles works within the American Psychological Association, which is what APA Style Central is, and we're going to look up foster care. So as you type, it's going to offer you suggestions, so foster care, foster children, foster care system problems. So depending on which direction you want to go with your particular paper, so I said foster care system, and we're going to do America. That's what I have so far. Going to look this up. So the foster care system did not give us very many results. We only have 5. So I'm going to go back and I'm just going to say foster care and America. And we have 2, which is still pretty small, but it does not seem to have what we want. So I'm going to add in some databases and see if that will help. So Psych articles, Psych books, Sociindex, okay. And look, we have a number of new items. So this one is done about social in the United States, abandoned children, but it doesn't have full text. So I'm going to see if I can find that someplace else, but I'm going to put it in my folder. I'm also going to do this one, Brothers and Sisters, because I've always been interested in groups of children in foster care. Okay, so this talks a little bit more about the agencies and how things work. I'll need some of that. So as you put things into your folder, one of the things that you can do is actually use this import function. So instead of having a full list of things that you're going to have to enter one at a time, within APA Style Central, it actually allows you to download all of these at the same time. So I'm going to select all of them, and I'm going to export them. So I'm going to export them as an RIS file. RIS is the system that APA Style Central uses, and I'm going to save these. So I'm going to put them in my downloads file so I can find it easily. And now you can see I already have one from another time. So we're going to do number 2. So now that's saved. So in APA Style Central, what you can do is you say, okay, I got these from EBSCOhost, and now I'm going to find my file. So this is the one from today. I'm going to open it, and then I'm going to hit submit. So what this does is it's going to extract all of the information that we just exported, and now I have 4 new references. So I want to view those particular records, or I could grab my other ones from my other database sets. So those are going to be in here. They're right here at the top for me. But now I want to add them to the paper I just started. So how would you do that? Well, we're going to go back to the right section. We're going to work on a saved paper. And it's going to have my databases, or my papers, in order of whatever one I was last working on. So this was the last one I was working on. So it's going to load the document, and now we're going to go down to the reference section down here. So I need to add my references here, and it's going to ask me where it's pulling it from, and I'm asking either from PsycInfo or my references. So now I'm going to put these in order of date added, so the most recent ones are at the top. And right now I'm going to put them this way. So these are the ones I just added. So I'm going to put these ones in this particular paper all at the same time. And then if you wanted to, you can also search for them by references. So you can say, and it's going to search both places, or you can have it just search your references. So you bring up the ones that are the only ones that matter to you. So this one is about that. That one works. So I'm going to add all of this particular paper for me to work with. So then at the top, I'm going to say add to paper. And if you just wanted to add all of them, you could of course do add all of them. So now, under my references for my paper, when I'm in here, I'm going to have all 12 of these references. So when I'm writing, I can say the foster care system in America is in need of, and then I'm going to say a quote from Adcock. So Adcock and White said da-da-da, and then I want to add in that particular reference. So I can come here to Adcock and White, and I want to cite, and it's going to ask me how am I citing it, parenthetically or narratively. So in this case, the parenthetical says you've cited the actual thing, whereas the narrative says, okay, well, I have already cited their names, so I don't need the full, their names and the date. I have that. And is it a quotation? Yes. So then I need to provide what page it's on. So their article is there, so I'm going to put it from 234 and then hit submit. So then what it's going to do is it's going to create the citation for me right here, and that's all available for us, and it puts it in there for you the way it needs to be. So welcome to References, and I will talk to you all later as we catch up on the other elements within APA Style Central.